I think palmetto bugs love palmetto trees.
Is there like a palmitra?
You ever go in the south and there's always that buzzing at night?
Palmore tree?
No, God.
Are there other? They all start with palm, and then it's like some other combination.
Shut it.
What?
So I have a story about Little Big Man that I was afraid to tell when we actually reviewed Little Big Man.
Right.
So back in the 70s and 80s, VCRs. When were VCRs first around? Mid 70s?
Early 70s, I would say.
They were very, very expensive. Yes. Not easy to come by. My uncle Tom, who I've mentioned before, who showed me a lot of these movies, he had a big TV in his basement, and he was the first person in our family to have a VCR.
Ooh.
And he even managed to hook the VCR up to his basement TV and also the living room TV. One day,
would stand in line
before this is,
for iPods.
I
He stood in line. He camped overnight at the local Radio Shack for the VCR.
Yeah, he had a collection of HBO tapes. Oh, this might be illegal. Oh, who cares? He had HBO for like 15 years, and he recorded every new movie that came out, and that's why he had this massive collection of VHS tapes.
My parents would do that too, though, for like TV movies.
I just imagine it's like a hidden room that he has to the head of Beethoven, he moves up and there's a button and then the room slides open, it's on the bookcase and he goes in and it's like this red velvet chairs,
Well, his basement's not that far off. He actually has 2 rows of actual movie theater seats that he reclaimed from the movie theater.
Oh my God. You were right.
All right, so anyways, my family, I was probably like 3 or 4, so I don't remember this. They were having.
You said you were just born.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know exactly when this happened.
How do you know that, Drew?
My family was having a get together at my Uncle Tom's house, and my cousin Daniel was probably 12 or 13, and they were all upstairs in the living room, doing stuff, probably playing euchre, drinking,
having a threesome,
canasta,
orgy. It was the 70s.
Don't say that about my family. All right, Daniel had gone off on his own. They weren't worried about him or anything, and they turn on the TV in the living room. And it's playing Little Big Man on a VHS tape. But it's playing that one scene where Miss Pendrake is getting undressed over, behind the bead wall while Jack Crabbe is watching.
Okay.
And it keeps playing that scene, rewinding, the scene again, rewinding.
Wait, are the people in the living room rewinding it and fast forward?
No, the VCR was in the basement. And at some point...
it has a cool connection to go to both TVs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. Because VCRs are so expensive. And and at some point they realized that Daniel was in the basement all by himself.
Masturbating. I mean, they didn't catch him.
That could have been implied. I think they caught him masturbating.
Did they go down and see?
If you catch the hog in the hand or not.
You know that they say it's whether a hog in the hand is worth
whether
2
it's
in the
mom,
bush.
Please don't come in right now, or just
oh man,
pink-handed or whatever you'd call it.
I want to say
white-handed, hog-handed.
Ooh, depends on what color.
I was hanging out with Daniel last week, and he was like, "Did you tell that story about me, Little Big Man?" And I was like, "No, I didn't want to because I thought it was embarrassing." And he said, "Fucking tell it, it's funny." So
it was funny. Both times.
Yeah, both times. It's the Hair Club for Movies. Hair Club for Movies. We watch the movies 'cause it's Hair Club for Movies.
We all had a movie scene before we had porn, right? That we would
watch. A movie scene?
Well, just that, Little Big Man.
Oh man,
there's a few.
I had a lot of things.
Yeah, naked.
It was pretty much
Angelina Jolie's side boob and Hackers.
Oh, I mean, I didn't even have that kind of stuff.
Oh, it was wrestling, the female wrestlers.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Z girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Lola Bunny from Space Jam.
Whatever you had access to.
Jessica Rabbit.
Because this is before the
Roger
internet.
Rabbit.
Or at least before I had a computer, too.
I didn't really have the internet.
But your one friend that had the internet, you were all like... Oh man.
Jealous because you couldn't do it right in front of him when you went over to his house.
I remember.
She waited for him to fall asleep.
My grandma.
Creepy.
Oh, hey, this is the Hair Club for movies. This is a movie podcast
where we talk
about where we first got our boners and how we used them.
Yeah, you're right. That is most of what we talk about.
It is. Hi, my name's Drew.
I'm Andrew.
And I am Michael. This week it was Andrew's pick.
Secretariat.
The 2010 romantic comedy.
Banger!
Yeah. The Kentucky Derby is tomorrow, and I'm going to be driving...
That's actually when this episode will air.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Real time.
You're going to go see it?
The
You're from Kentucky, right?
Yeah, I was born in Lexington, Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
Where the Derby is now. It's in Louisville. But, I mean,
it's not the same track?
Churchill Downs is the Kentucky Derby, and...
So is that the historic home of the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, Churchill Downs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Is it like downhill from a church?
Yes.
Are you one of those horse people? Did you grow up like...
I wish I was, but I grew up like... in just
okay, this has been brought to my attention. I didn't really realize this was a thing that people that really like horses, apparently those people are weird, and that's like a general consensus.
Yes.
It's like people that really are into horses are fucking weird.
Yeah. You mean like My Little Pony or horses?
No, like horses.
No, like horses.
Just like that's like a.
Why does that make you weird?
I don't know. Like my friend just visited, and he made a reference about someone who likes horses, and they're like, you know what they say about people who like horses. And then Becca was like, "Yep, you're right." And I was like, "Oh, is that really?"
No, it's not a thing.
It is a thing.
Between like people who've never seen a horse, maybe.
No, but like people that are just really into horses.
Some people really
like cat people and dog people. Yeah. There's horse people.
There's people out there that will say
cat people are weird. Then
I think everyone's weird for one reason.
No, there's people out there that'll say things.
I'm saying
like
I don't necessarily agree, but it's just
I would rather eat human meat instead of horse meat. You know?
Yeah.
They think like horses are some majestic, nearly mythical creature.
They clearly haven't had a good can of horse meat. I mean, once you bite into that soggy mess, it's got to be. It's like a nice curry, you know, like a horse curry. Oh, yeah, shit. Anyway,
I love the taste of bananas, but the texture has always grossed me out.
What?
Mm-hmm. Same with horse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, we weren't talking about bananas. We were talking about horses.
I mean, the trick is
he's drawing a line between.
Are you trying to get off the horse subject? Because we have a whole episode ahead of us, Michael.
Okay, so horses.
I got so much about horses.
Okay. Do you know horses are more closely related to pigs than they are dogs?
Why would they be related to dogs?
Because they're all mammals.
When I was that's true. When I was a little kid, I used to think that.
All right, I always thought they were
you're either
more
a cat
to deer.
or a dog. Like I was like, well, bears are fucking clearly just big dogs.
Yeah.
You know, because there's lions or cats.
Did you think kangaroos were like messed up cats?
They're like a cat,
that,
right?
Sat down for too long.
No, kangaroos are not cats.
If you got to be one or the other, kangaroo's definitely a cat and not a dog.
No, kangaroo is like a koala that got weird.
Okay, but you're not listening to me. If you have to break every animal down into either it's a dog or a cat.
Oh,
a kangaroo is definitely not a dog.
You just have two choices.
You have two choices.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Two choices. You got a cat or a dog.
When I was a little kid, I would make up stories about when my parents would say, like, Michael, you can't play outside at night. I would say, well, when I was a dog,
right?
I got to play all night long. And I would
Speaking of
make
dogs,
up all these stories about being a dog.
Wait, before you go there.
Secretariat.
Octopus. Cat or dog?
That's not a mammal.
It's a fish.
Shut up.
It's not a fish either.
It's a fish. It's either a cat, a dog, or a fish. Octopus is a fucking fish. So back to dogs. Secretariat.
The biggest dog in the land.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Andrew, I just need to break it to you easy.
What?
I didn't watch this movie.
What?
Really?
Because I am taking a stand against your shitty movie picks.
My uncle was in this movie.
Oh, God, shut up about your uncle.
My uncle was in this.
I only have so much free time, and...
you have a whole page of notes.
I have 2 pages of notes. I had to get a 9.5 by 6 inch notebook just for these notes.
Write?
Well, instead of watching your movie, I decided to take notes about the actual Secretariat.
Oh, nice.
And
cool.
Here I have a fact sheet about Secretariat, and number 2, I have horse facts. General horse facts.
That's great.
So
I didn't expect you to like this movie.
Are we just gonna list? I I'll just
throw them in whenever.
I didn't think I would like this movie. At first, I thought the dialogue was like really bad.
Disney.
It's definitely like they spell everything out very explicitly. In every scene, it's like, make sure you're caught up with the story here.
Wait,
I'm going to tell you what happened. But it was actually a pretty good movie.
Can I guess what happened?
You know what happens.
You just read a whole page.
You know his
You read the whole
story.
Secretariat Wikipedia.
But there's like a romantic subplot, right?
No.
Oh.
It's a single... Honestly, fucking... Bitch! You thought...
I gotta say, from the
reason I didn't need to watch this is because I know what happened.
I would say that...
Are you going to do that with every historical movie?
No, I just wanted to do it
this movie time. Seemed like it was
because I watched Star Wars,
This was very true to the actual
all the
historical events.
Mm-hmm. Also.
This is about a mom who... beats the societal expectations of what moms do by
saving her farm.
Yeah, saving her farm, protecting her family's name and honor, and winning the Triple Crown herself in the race on foot.
Oh wow! I was gonna say, does it Secretariat the male?
Horse. But
Secretariat was a foal. Well, wait, no, he was foaled on March 30th, 1970.
Yeah,
he's a man. He died on October 4th, 1989.
A male, not a man.
He's a man.
Okay.
How long did he live? 14 years?
19.
I think horses live for like 2 weeks and then they die.
Actually, I have a fact here. Talk amongst yourselves. Well,
you gotta be more Johnny on the spot with the facts if you're gonna stop everything.
Horses can sleep standing and lying down. Lifespan of about 25 years.
How do they stand and lie down at the same time?
Am I
right? But the oldest horse is said to have lived 62 years, named Old Billy.
Old Billy. Oh,
did they name him Old Billy before he got that old?
No, he was born old.
He just stood up, and they're like,
he was born
old Billy.
He was like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Henry the horse. Go ahead. I mean, I don't want to derail this whole thing.
So are horses more like closely related to deers?
They're cloven animals. I mean, all the cloven.
Is that a word?
No, that's right.
Cloved.
Hoofed or cloven.
Yeah. Hoofed. They're all. I mean, in the same.
Cloved hoofs.
Whatever.
Yeah. Actually, horses don't have cloved hoofs. It's a whole hoof.
They have like the same skeletal structure.
It's like
the
two separate pieces. Okay. Yeah. Like a goat has them.
So dog, cat, or deer.
No, a deer is a dog for sure.
A deer is a dog.
But whales are
no. The whales are cats. Whales are cats.
Whales are fucking aliens. All fish are fucking aliens. The fish are the accident in this planet.
No, we're the accident. Fish are what
absolutely,
life
that's true,
looks
actually.
Like. Just right off the amoebic
Whoa.
Scale. I made that up.
The amoebic scale.
The amoebic scale.
Tell us. I'm going to make you tell me more about that.
Tell me more. I would like to know.
Okay, so it goes blob. And
these are the
this is the scale. This is like blob is 0. All right. Okay, on the amoebic scale.
Like a single cell.
We're going from like 0 to 10 on a scale.
Not even single cell, like just atoms.
No. Amoebic. We're starting with stuff. Okay.
We got a cell.
Blob, like nucleus.
Like ditto.
And, like ditto.
Like
ditto, yeah. Blob. And then we go to blob with like little tentacle things coming out of
feelers.
It. Yeah, feelers. So whatever they need to be. That's 1.
Oh. Okay, let's jump ahead. What is at the top of the scale?
The top is what I said.
Osmosis Jones.
Fish.
Fish are at the top. Where do humans lie in the scale?
They're not in the amoebic scale.
Okay, I feel it. I get it.
Yeah, they're out. They broke out of the amoebic scale
because
they're on land now.
The ocean is the amoeba, and the fish are the cells, man.
Do you want to know? Did you know that every creature alive on Earth at this time is exactly as evolved as every other creature?
Whoa!
Because we all have the common ancestor. Think about that.
God,
that's true.
Jesus,
that's true.
You're right. You were so.
Oh,
right.
this was a.
Jesus.
Speaking of Jesus, These were horses have been domesticated for over 5,000 years. Take that, Jesus! You're dead.
I am curious. Were horses domesticated in different parts of the world by completely different civilizations?
No, well, they actually came from one
know.
area, not like one.
Is it Asia?
Asia, pretty much Asia, but they migrated across that Europe-Asia landmass.
Oh, okay.
The Northern Europeans,
Eurasia,
like the Scandinavian
Dothraki. Were they the first? They were the first ones to.
They were the first.
No, they were posers. They were like second.
Oh, okay.
They saw fucking Scandinavians doing it, and they were like,
I think it was honestly first. It was more like the fawns and your horse people.
Yeah.
Half horse people.
The centaurs.
Centaurs. Thank you. What's the?
They
other
were
one?
like someone was like, oh,
Minotaur.
Let's just cut them in half
head.
and put a goat's head where the hole used to be, and then we can ride that.
I've got a goat's head where my head used to be. Remember that Omarion cut?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I'm surprised you know an Omarion song.
Dude, I'm a pop culture sponge.
Yes, you are.
Here's some facts. Did you know that a male horse is called a stallion? A female horse is a mare. A young male is called a colt.
Colt.
A young female is a filly with an F.
A filly.
And
a phony.
Ponies are small horses.
Of what age?
Small.
It's just small? Alright.
Younglings.
What does the term pony up mean?
To get on top of a
like
pony.
sack up?
Pony, it's like poker.
Yeah.
But where did it come from, the etymology?
Because they used to bet whole horses.
Yeah, they throw a horse on a poker table.
That's true.
All right, back to the Secretariat film.
Yeah.
So Diane Lane does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
John Malkovich plays the eccentric horse trainer.
Yeah.
Oh, I have his name here. Lucien Lauren.
He is a French-Canadian who's known for, they even say, dresses like Superfly in the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he's shown being really bad at golf.
Yeah.
And
because he was historically bad at golf.
I thought Malkovich did a decent job, but I wish he had a French accent.
Yeah.
Because he kind of like drops in and out of it. He'll throw French phrases when he's angry, but he has like no accent at all when he's not speaking.
Just John Malkovich voice.
But I almost feel like the creators were like, don't do that. It'll seem like no one can take you seriously.
Yeah, no one can take John Malkovich doing a French voice.
I think he's a good enough actor to
I'm sure he could
pull off a French accent.
But he's too established of like
it's
an
like
attitude
did you ever see the X-Men movies, the original X-Men movies?
Oh yeah, I've seen them all.
Rogue, like she is supposed to be kind of has like a Southern Belle accent.
Right, she does.
On the cartoon she did, and she's written that way, like her, you know, and she just didn't at all. But sometimes she kind of.
Yeah, who was that actress again? From
True Blood.
True Blood.
But the thing is, she does the same that accent on True Blood, and then comes in and out of it. Sookie, whatever her fucking name is, Anna Paquin. Boom.
Yeah.
Sookie now.
Actually, speaking of True Blood, one of the actors in True Blood was in this movie too. He played the stable hander.
I have no idea who plays in True Blood.
Really, the only black actor in this film.
Eddie?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, the main one's what's the name from True Blood? He's like super
Eddie Sweet,
the drug dealer guy, bartender, gay dude.
He was really good in this movie too.
Yeah, he had the best line.
What was the best line?
You guys seen something you never seen before?
You're like, and then he makes the horse have a huge boner.
No.
Oh, did you know? Speaking of that, did you know that Secretariat was 66 inches tall, 1,175 pounds. This is at its prime.
Yeah.
I'm taller than that.
And a 75. Yeah, but you don't weigh more than that. But do you have a 75-inch girth?
What?
I hope not. 75-inch girth.
75 inch?
Inches.
What are you talking about?
His
the
girth.
So do they measure like the widest part of the horse's like
dick?
What are you talking about?
Secretariat's girth is 75 inches.
It can't be.
Mm-hmm. It's cock girth.
No, he's talking about around
it's like the
belly.
horse's width.
Okay, you dick. I was like,
why did you get it? You should have gotten that.
He was giving me the eyes.
Listen, when you hear the word girth, let's be honest.
You think
of dicks.
You think about dick.
and men's dicks.
And let's be real here. When everyone talks about horses, the first thing you think about is their dicks.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Speaking of reproduction.
Yeah.
There's a really awkward scene in this movie when Secretariat is about to be born or foaled.
Yeah.
The mom, Diane Lane...
Gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Has her son come to the stable to watch the horse being born.
I'm sorry, that joke fell flat.
Right, so...
I couldn't let that...
So Diane Lane is sitting there with her son on her lap, intentionally to show her son what it looks like when a horse gives birth.
Hey, that's a horse.
And
pussy.
it's really creepy. And at one point, the son, who's probably like 8, looks up at Diane Lane and says, "Mom," or no, he says, "Wow, you've done 4."
What?
Yeah, that happens in this movie. Like, oh, thank Mom.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah,
that's such a. Oh, that's such a weird. Oh, that's weird.
So the mom fucked the horse.
Whoa, you had 4 in the hay, Mom?
Yep.
4 in the hay.
So there's like people pulling it out of you, Mom? He just keeps going.
You do it in barns too?
Speaking of, you do it with the barn door open, Mom? That's a terrible joke. What does that even mean?
Could mean anything.
This is a... Horses can run shortly after birth. Did you know that?
Just like Secretariat did.
After.
Just like Secretariat did.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen a horse stand up that quickly?
Mad quick.
I wanted someone to, like, who was birthing to be like, yeah, I've seen it like a couple times.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Every fucking
Almost
time.
every time. And they're like,
horses have
hey.
around 205 bones in their body.
How many do people have?
More.
I'll find out.
Less.
300 and something, right?
I have no idea. 200 seems like a number.
There's like the big ones, but like the phalanges and like the wrist bones add like a...
Oh, you're
206.
Ooh. So we have less.
270 bones at birth, and they fuse.
What does that mean? What does that mean? We have 1 less. What does that mean? And we can ride horses?
We're like...
What does that mean?
Horses are like retarded people.
Yeah. That we made bend over and we rode them.
I just mean they have an extra thing. Like they have people...
One more
I don't know. This is really going south.
I think it's the tailbone.
They can gallop around 27 miles per hour, but the fastest gallop is recorded at 55 miles per hour.
So, Secretariat, I think it's really cool that the records that Secretariat has set in 1975
I have
still
them all.
stand
Have
to
not
this
been
day.
broken, yeah.
And I think it's interesting because when it comes to humans...
Setting records.
We always are improving. We're
Yeah.
breaking records like every Olympic game. Seems like records are broken.
Yeah.
But when it comes to horses,
Well,
we
Secretariat...
peaked.
Well, because people are aware of records, and their goal is to break the record, right? Like, he was just happened to be prime specimen and was trained properly.
Yeah.
Well, they do... I think that was one of the more interesting subplots is the way they train Secretariat is different than other horses. Like, they always say he wants to run.
Yeah.
And they're not worried about running him too hard because they claim he knows when he would want to stop.
Yeah.
Which I would be a little bit worried about animal cruelty at that point, but that's fine.
Well, this was the 70s.
No, I mean, like, you just said it, like, they weren't gonna keep making him if he started to, like, slow down. They weren't, like, because, what is it, that whip that they have the horses...
Riding crop.
The riding crop, is that what it's called?
I believe so.
Awesome. I love how you know all this. Anyway.
I don't even know why I know.
Yeah.
I'm really into BDSM, so...
I see. But, like, they use that to see... They'll use that if they can tell the horse is slowing down. They'll, like, hit it a little bit. Not, like, beat it, but, like, hit it to just make sure... Let it know that, no, don't stop.
Don't fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, don't fall asleep. You're right. But,
because you can do it running, too.
Have either of you seen the actual, like... footage from the 70s of Secretariat winning the race. It's on YouTube, and he really does win by that.
Yeah, I believe
that
it.
much of like length, like that. No one in the history of horse racing has won by.
Well, he was ranked
the length of like a fucking 50 horses
by ESPN as the 35th best American athlete of the 20th century.
Oh shit! They put him in the
of only the 20th century. America's not even that old. I feel
well,
like we should have done them all.
I mean, I'm sure
they don't have records.
They haven't been around
then.
before the 20. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably had like Civil War horses that like.
And those are the ones that people were still alive now.
Yeah.
Had seen. You know what I mean? At that point.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh
yeah, there's the
wow.
video. Yeah,
look at him go. Okay,
We'll just let that go. We can keep going.
We got his horse in the front, and we got the second horse, and we got the third and the fourth horse.
One of the only historical inaccuracies in this film is Secretariat's rival, Sham.
Yeah.
Was...
Chimp?
Like in the film, Sham came in second place.
Uh-huh.
But in real life, he came in last place.
Damn.
In the Belmont.
Well, if you're not first.
Yeah. Well, I didn't understand that they called it a match race, so they cut down to only 5 contenders in the final race.
Uh-huh.
Which is like, it's kind of shitty to everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
Is there a qualification?
No, well, there's 3 races, and I think they just decided... Like, it's either going to be Sham or...
Like, let's be honest with ourselves
or
here.
Secretariat at this point, so...
Yeah.
And only first top
Are
3.
racing horses always at their prime at, like, 3 years old? Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I really
he was born in 70, and all of his awards are in 72 and 73, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I think, like...
That's when people are in their prime. You know?
I mean, my life's been downhill for a long while
Fuck
now.
yeah.
There's something weird about, like, how every other animal besides humans are just totally fine to, like, start walking at, like, age 2 weeks.
Because nature,
Yeah.
right? Like, you have to, otherwise you're going to get eaten.
Yeah. But, like, how did we survive if we couldn't do that?
Oh, we just evolved...
Packs.
Like,
and we're smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I was thinking about this. Like, babies cry a lot when they're in the, like, you know, right out of the womb.
I think if we were... like if we return to the wild, I think babies would be quieter.
You think? Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Think about like
I don't think so. Yeah,
but
I
think about like puppies.
They'd be colder and hungrier, and I think they would be crying.
I think they would catch on quicker. It's all like even like babies across the world cry with accents.
Really?
And, yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's been proven scientifically. Like they pick up on our specific intonations from like the region they're raised in, and the people.
How does a
around
French
them.
person cry?
I mean, but I think that
that's how I cried.
Yeah,
I think they would pick up on that. Like if they were raised in a jungle, you know.
Yeah, welcome to you just say
and also
you just cry like Axl Rose.
If you go back like 500 to a long time ago, babies were always with their parents. Like they were worn constantly, so they were never separated. They never had separation anxiety. There is no privacy if you go back like 200 years ago in human history.
Oh yeah,
jerk off right in front of your mom.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who cares if you're catching me?
Yeah. You're probably like just thinking about your sister too.
Yeah, because you only know like 4 people and they're all your family. Yeah.
Or like a goat.
Probably a goat.
Yeah, probably a goat.
Were goats probably not goats yet?
They had real nice asses back then.
Oh, goats. Well, donkeys. You mean donkeys?
Are you talking about dicks when you say donkeys?
Oh, that's weird.
God, what has happened to us?
Okay, so this is a weird thing I found. His record is I guess it means the record is written like 21 colon.
Yeah, I know, that is crazy. They had to like turn the camera back to see.
Nobody can see what you're watching and describing right now.
We're watching the actual footage of Secretariat winning the Belmont.
Okay.
In 1973.
So look how far apart they are.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
that's
like
the length of like
20
3
horses.
buses.
31, I think
Babies.
is
31
whatever.
babies.
What's their method of measurement?
Horse lengths? Is it really?
Lengths or...
Yeah, it's a
31
length. It's a
lengths?
length.
Yeah.
His record was 16-3-1 out of 21 races, which doesn't add up.
What is that?
So,
What are those numbers?
16.
So 21 colon
plus
16-3-1. So in normal sports, like win,
win,
draw.
I see.
But 16.
I'm surprised there was a draw.
I don't know how you can lose and draw in a race. I don't know what that means.
No, losing means you didn't
not first.
You didn't place, I think. Maybe
Okay. So out of 21, there's only 20, so maybe he didn't finish one of them or something.
I think actually the first race they showed in the film, it doesn't seem like he finished. I think he got tripped up.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
But still, 16 wins out of 21 races.
Yeah.
What's gnarly?
Yeah. The horse was a beast, and I think they shot it after the 21st race. They were just like, it's done. He knows when he's finished. He's just laying down now. And then
Well, the records are.
No, he retired at a horse farm.
Really?
I read that.
Okay.
And they made delicious horse meat out of him.
I do think it's common, like especially animals that work this hard their whole life, and horses are worth. They garner so much money for their owners. People can actually afford to like send them to a retirement home.
Yeah.
Practically.
Well, what they definitely do is I didn't look this up, but when a a really good racing horse, especially Secretariat, is done racing. They just like make him breed with like breeding is then like the next stage of money making.
Yeah, Secretariat has had over 600 offspring.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Odds are. Yeah. Oh yeah.
If a horse wore pants,
yeah,
would he wear them like this or like this?
Mm-hmm. Neither way.
You ever think about that?
Neither way. I mean, I thought about that because horses are dogs, but
that's true. So if a dog wore pants, would he wear them like this or like this?
I just don't think they would wear pants.
True.
Yeah.
Front legs or all dogs?
I get what you're saying. I think back legs, butt flap.
Yeah. Agreed.
Is a dog a cat or a dog?
A dog.
A dog.
But a cat could also be a dog too.
Yeah. Some cats can be dogs.
I think if I didn't know about the difference, but then that's a paradox. So
what's a hyena, a dog or a cat?
It's a dog because it is a dog.
Yeah, but it looks like a cat.
Yeah, it looks like a dog.
It acts like a cat too.
Catty.
At the second race in the Triple Crown at the Preakness Stakes in 1973, where Secretariat won, there was a dispute over what his actual time was for decades. And on June 19th, 2012, the Maryland Racing Commission hired experts in forensic science to review videotapes of the race. And they were able to establish that the actual finishing time was 1 minute and 53 seconds. Establishing a new stakes record.
Yep.
Damn.
But that
but before it wasn't.
Well, it
was like
so they had to forensically.
Do you know? Does it say what the time was? There? Did they?
I'm sure it was
a minute,
by
1:54 and 2/5 seconds.
Yeah. So that is actually
the Kentucky Derby, his time is a record. Still, I believe, 1 minute 59 and 2/5 seconds. And I just wrote BS. What's the
Belmont
Stakes. Yeah, at 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
So how long have we been racing horses like this?
I don't know.
It seems like before 1900, right?
And it's been definitely since the 20s.
The first Triple Crown winner was in 1912.
1912. Okay.
Well, but when you think about it, chariot races, still a horse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and they seem much more dangerous too.
Yeah.
How badass would that be if we had chariot races?
It's like chaos. Like
I mean, it's like
and you can't help
pod racing, dude. It's fucking pod racing.
But I mean, it's
speaking
also
of our next topic, coming up after the break.
A bit of animal cruelty. The same reason that like people protest bullfighting, and like bullfighting is the last remnant of the Roman tradition of like Colosseum games.
It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had to watch it in Spanish class, like in high school, and I couldn't do it because it's so fucked up.
Yeah, it is pretty.
You're stabbing them with spears. Meanwhile, I have a oil painting of a fucking matador in my living room, but whatever. It was my great uncle's. Who cares?
Yeah. Speaking of uncles, did you guys spot my uncle in this movie?
Oh, I did.
You did?
What?
No, I didn't
I don't know what he looks like.
Okay.
Well, where was he?
That's fucking rude.
He was.
you don't even know what his uncle looks like. You're not even a friend.
What was the guy's Shams owner was named? What was his name?
I don't know.
I forget his name. I thought you had the fucking page open.
It's right
but
here.
Never mind.
No, so you're Andrew's uncle. What's his name?
Adam Zuniga.
Does he have an IMDb page?
No, I kind of looked. I was like, shit.
He's just an extra.
Well, he's like a front and foremost.
But is he an actor?
A featured extra.
But is he an actor?
My voice just cracked.
Featured.
Is he like an actor, or is he just happened upon this thing?
No, he happened upon it because it was taking place in Kentucky, and I don't know how he got it, but like
Craigslist.
Poncho Martin is the guy that plays Nestor Serrano.
Yes, Poncho. No, Nestor is his name. Poncho is the guy in the movie.
Yeah, he's a character.
Anyway, he's like Poncho's like right-hand man. He doesn't have lines, but like he's standing next to him most of the time.
Awesome.
That's cool.
How much did he get paid?
I don't know.
You should ask him.
Yeah,
you're right.
Your uncle, does he have an interest in acting, or did he just...
It was just, he happened upon it, because it was, in Lexington, or Louisville.
What's his name again?
Adam Zuniga. Are you going to Google my uncle? Ugh.
Did you guys know that there's around 60 million horses in the world?
No.
And that they, this seems wrong, evolved over 50 million years from much smaller animals.
I'd believe that, because we all did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all.
I don't believe
amoebas, man. So. We all. Yeah. Anyway, I saw this really cool BBC documentary of horse racing in like Montana or something like that. It's like, it's not Native Americans. Like you can only do this if you're Native American, but mostly like Native American tribes still living practice this horse racing technique. There's 3 horses. You bring 3 horses to the race, or 4. I forget the exact number. And it's first of all, it's bareback riding,
right?
And it's pretty cool because they paint on the horses too, like they used to. The rider will go on bareback, ride the horse around the track, and then when he comes back around to the first lap, he hops off the horse and then jumps on another horse that is like waiting for him, bareback still.
Midair?
Not midair, but like as fast as he can. So he'll running off of the first horse, jump on the second horse, and go. And they do that 3 times. Yeah,
and it's your best time.
Yeah. And also, if you there's certain like stipulations. If you
best lap or like
if you fall off the horse, you're done. And if like the horse is like if it doesn't start right or something like that, it's disqualified.
That's cool.
The engine stalls.
No. Like because the way they're holding the horses, they're just like there's like this trainer or whoever like waiting for the guy to come back around, and it's a really complex maneuver to like get a horse to stop and not like have the other 2 horses get really startled.
Right.
And get on and go.
Yeah. So it's like a team effort.
Yeah. It's like NASCAR. It's like pit stop, but with horses.
Interesting.
It's really badass. I forget the name of it though.
Cool.
I wish
it's also like a drag race because it's just you and your time.
Oh yeah. It's really cool.
Speaking of pit stops.
Oh, nice.
We'll be back after the break.
After these
with a special different topic.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back with the Hair Club.
Yeah, we're back.
No, we gotta redo that. That is like that.
Hey, welcome back to the Hair Club for Movies.
That radio inflection makes me want to.
You know,
it's like that sporadic elephant rampage. Like we'll kill everyone for no reason. That's the trigger for me.
What?
Yeah.
You know how you'll turn into an elephant?
No, you know how elephants like will just randomly get that.
If they
bug
see a mouse,
where they
because they're afraid of mice.
Should we be concerned about you?
I mean, if you do that,
like the Hulk. You're like a mental Hulk.
No, it's like Manchurian Candidate. Like that little will get me to like come out of my.
It's like your Jason Bourne.
Yeah, exactly.
Like deprogram just machine gun.
I just start killing everyone.
So a few weeks ago, a movie came out. I guess a few months that you might have heard of.
December.
Called The Force Awakens.
The Star Wars.
Yeah. We haven't reviewed it yet.
Number 8. Because I have waited until just now to watch it.
The arbitrary Star Wars Day, May the 4th, happened this week.
Yesterday. No, 2 days ago.
It's happening right now.
Yeah. I hate that's Star Wars Day. It's like a really dumb pun.
Yeah.
And we chose it. The
internet chose it. Yeah, the internet just did it.
Well, the internet speaks, and it's... It is law.
It makes me groan.
Well, there's no actual like real dates in Star Wars.
What about
it's true.
The day A New Hope premiered?
Yeah,
true. Well, that's another thing you can celebrate. I mean, nobody just.
Well, we only need one. I only want one.
You just need a clever hashtag.
May 25th would have been the day A New Hope premiered.
Well, it's the same month, close. It's like 4th. President's Day or whatever. It's not actually
it's symbolic.
It's not the day all the presidents are born.
I'm more annoyed.
That's something they don't talk about. You know, like in order to be a president, you have to be born on President's Day. That's like
step 1.
So why should we even have the nomination?
My mom was born on Mother's Day.
Well, same. It's their birthday. All mothers were born on Mother's Day. It's their birthday.
Holy shit.
So Star Wars. Drew? You waited a long time to see this movie. What did you think?
I thought it was Star Wars.
Did you like it?
It seemed very much like Star Wars.
Rate it.
It's a complex rating. It's a Drew minus.
What?
Man, the thing is, I've found myself in the past few months like rewatching all the Star Wars and like observing them.
Did you get burned out?
Well, it's not even burnt out. It's just I don't think I was really watching them before. They were kind of just on, and I'm like, this is cool. This is cool.
Yeah.
But now I start to pay attention and like realize how much just isn't there. Like, there's so much just, like, is understood because, like, if you're a fan, you're like, oh, that's because this and because of this. But if you're just watching it, like, I'm a casual Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, cool, lightsabers are fun. Yeah. It's just fun. Like,
but the movies without any background, there's very little to go off of.
They give you the conflicts. 3 paragraphs on the screen, and I feel like that's, because of poor writing.
I don't think it's poor writing.
They've been forced to stick to simple. This. If they weren't forced to stick to that thing, the story would pan out differently, way differently. The setup, that's the setup. It's easy. It's what I'm saying. Like, here's the setup. We don't have to show you shit. Here's reading. Yeah. You know? And
that's
I understand.
How plays, though, work for a long time.
And I understand that. Yeah, it's like Shakespearean shit. Yeah. Cool. But then it's just, here you are, and I don't know. I know you guys know what I'm saying. Like,
I know what you're saying.
I loved The Force Awakens. I feel like it was a good standalone film. That had compelling characters.
Yes.
I thought there were funny parts. There were a few parts I thought, like, maybe overdone.
What do you mean overdone?
Well, that wasn't the end of my review.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That said, this is my favorite Star Wars movie I've ever seen.
Really?
By far. Dang. For sure. Because I've just recently went back and watched... I just saw Return of the Jedi again, so I had that fresh in my mind, which is good. Yeah. Which doesn't really matter, but...
I mean, it matters.
This is kind of the next one.
It is the very next one.
But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But, my favorite... It was great. Adam Driver is probably my favorite actor.
I like Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac. I think are both
Oscar
really
Isaac was
good.
my favorite.
Oh, my favorite...
And Attack the Black Man, right? What's his name?
John Boyega.
Boyega.
He was my favorite part.
Yeah.
But I love Adam Driver.
His character, I think, was a really good, just, like, funny hero.
But he's not, like, a jokester. He's just, like...
He's like a baby.
He's made fun of the entire thing.
He's like nerd excitement. I wrote down Finn's nerd excitement.
Yeah.
Because my favorite quote was when he's talking to Han, and he's like, calls him Mr. Solo.
Yeah.
Or he calls him...
Solo.
He calls him... Whatever, sorry, Han, Mr. Solo.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just like, his little throwaway lines were my favorite things. Like, there was a part where he was like, talking to Phasma... Whatever.
Captain Phasma,
yeah. He's like, I'm in charge now. I'm in charge. Like, super hyped. Like, like, now what? Fuck you. Like, I love those little... He has bunch of those little throwaway, like...
Because everything emulating the fanboy reaction.
Exactly.
In a way,
decent Star Wars
there's always the character that is the audience. Like, and I feel like Finn is definitely from the perception of...
I'm in charge now. Is that, like, him talking to the audience being like, J.J. Abrams?
No, but his, like, excitement and, like, bubbly attitude toward it, because he's meeting these people he's heard about and had never actually met, never dreamed of meeting.
And now it's like people never thought they would see this version of Star Wars again, and it's like, here you go.
Yeah. One of my favorite jokes is at one point Finn tells Han that he's sort of a big deal in the rebellion, and Han jokingly refers to him as Big Deal a few times. I think that was really funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Rey was a good character.
Probably the best, I think, because this movie wouldn't really
hinges on her.
Yeah, it hinges on the believability of, like, her, like, charisma and her, like, I guess, her range was good. Her range was really good. Let's just put it that way. Because there's actors out there who would have the leading role and would probably just be one thing. Yeah, or choke. She being, like, this her first movie...
Isn't her first movie?
She was in, like... She had, like, a one role somewhere else.
It was, like, her first big one.
Right. Well,
first notable one, I'd say. Like,
Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking Star Wars. But, all the characters were fucking great. Like, the Oscar Isaac, Boyega, and God damn it, I literally just said her name and I forgot it already. Daisy Ridley. All those three are, like, they didn't just take over the male-female role. They all brought something different still, but, like, have that threesome.
Well, and
like
Kylo Ren too. I mean, he is a villain, but he is like a brooding.
Yeah,
he's an emo.
Yeah,
like that's like the.
I never thought that was gonna work too. When he took off his mask and I saw him, I was like, "Oh shit, emo kid!" But it works so well.
Snape style.
That's what I mean. Like, it works so well for the kind of character that Kylo Ren is.
He's a more compelling villain than any of the villains in the previous films.
The motivations are all there.
He's more complex and believable.
I love spoilers, obviously, guys. But fucking at this point, I already knew that Han Solo died. I've known that for months.
I had that bit ruined for me in the theater right before the film started.
No,
but it's fine. Like it doesn't really matter. Yeah. But that scene where it's like, oh, he's like getting to him, like, he's gonna turn. No, fuck you. I'm killing you, Dad.
They did a good.
He says something like, "Thank you for helping me make this decision."
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, after he kills him.
Well, that's the thing is like, there's lots of people who talk about a lot about this. It's like the parallels between the old classic, the first trilogy and this, and like, but it's super there.
Yeah.
But they play with it.
Yeah.
Like the father son, relationship.
They play on your expectations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because if they,
I know
family stuff, like just in general. Like,
I know that, what was it, like the biggest criticism of The Force Awakens is they're like, oh, it's just the first movie, but like different little bits. Like, because they draw parallels between like the first Stormtrooper invasion and like the introduction of like the dark mask, black, red lightsaber wielding dude. The fact that Rey's from a desert planet kind of dresses like Luke Skywalker.
There's a mysterious, more powerful evil Sith Lord that you don't see in person the entire time.
That's stuff like that. It's like, you just understand that these people are evil.
Yeah.
Nobody really has motivations other than we're good and we're evil.
Yeah.
That's like, what's going on?
The
Why
Empire
are they doing
is more interesting if they... in this setting where they're like broken apart and they're trying to rebuild and they're like almost desperate to like gain power almost. I think it makes them more dangerous.
What was it? J.J. Abrams had like that TED Talk a while ago where he talks about like having what's in the box, and what's in the box is more interesting than what's actually in the box.
Right. Okay.
That's like sort of his like baseline for all of his storytelling.
I mean, have you seen Lost?
Exactly.
No, you haven't, but guess what? We'll be watching Lost soon.
He makes it a point to not over-explain everything, because that's a trend in movies nowadays, is to like have a backstory to a backstory and like have every like all the mystical things in the universe be explained through like pseudoscience and shit like that.
What was it? The cause the Force and the
midichlorians, that kind of shit. He's stepping away from that in a good way, I think.
But the thing
people
is,
are criticizing him for it because they have nothing else to criticize.
Well, but that kind of storytelling, like dark side is bad because they're bad, and light side is good because they don't do bad.
Yeah.
It's been set up the whole time.
Yeah.
That's been this. It's not JJ. It's not JJ Abrams doing that.
Yeah.
It's not our boy JJ.
It's not our boy JJ.
Yeah.
I've called JJ Abrams JJ so much, and I'm like, I'm an asshole.
No.
But it's just weird because
you call Spielberg. You don't call him by his full fucking name.
But still, it's one of those things like
you don't call him Stevie.
But it's I mean Steve-Z. It's one of those things when like you feel like a personal connection to like a director or an artist or whatever, like you start to like...
They speak to you.
You know, like if I like songs or bands, I'll like, shorten their name because like, it's like I know, we're fun, we're bros.
So, what were you going to say?
But I was just saying that. It's just interesting how like you take a personal relationship with these people that you fucking never will meet.
Yeah.
Well, on that subject, real quick before I get to my next point, someone at work was very depressed and sad that Prince was announced dead, and it made me feel like
at the sandwich shop.
Yeah, I definitely.
Boy or girl?
Person.
I think it's so silly when people take like personal. They have a personal effect on like their own emotion when someone they've never met in their life dies. Yeah. Like this person could have been a total asshole,
but it's still a very big.
Yeah, like I'm a fan of Prince, and I was sad he won't be making music, but I don't think having that reaction, it just seems silly to me, almost forced. Like there's no way you really feel that strong.
In this regard, I think because he's a celebrity. Yeah. If I hear that someone got hit by a car and they were like the mother of like 2 children, I'm gonna feel sad.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
But I won't. I mean, you're right. I won't dote on it for like.
I guess ever. I don't feel the same because I don't know that mother, but I know Prince songs. You know what I mean? Like they have affected my life.
Yeah,
so
in a way.
I am a self-centered person, and my emotions come from me. Like you know what I mean?
It's a weird sort of like.
Well, it's the same thing with like, you can see animals get killed, but. And that's upsetting, but a person getting killed, like, Fuck them.
So
it comes from that same place of my empathy is fucking weird and broken.
If a singing dog dies.
Well, first of all, that's amazing. Are we talking a dog? Are we talking a bear?
Or a cartoon dog?
Did
you know? So this is the third Disney movie we will have talked about in the past 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you know Mickey Mouse has never been a star of a feature film or been featured in one?
Holy shit! No.
Well, yeah, unless you consider Tugboat, Willie.
Those are all
Fantasia.
Shorts, though. Yeah. I guess Fantasia was.
But
it's a series of shorts, anthology musical. So he's not even. He's in one of them. He's in the
it's the
Sorcerer's
Apprentice.
Yeah. So I have a fan theory,
which is awesome.
about The Force Awakens.
Yes.
There's a lot out there on the internet.
Here we go.
You
heard it on the Hair Club first. Exclusive.
Who are Rey's parents? Okay.
Should we discuss the big ones?
Let me divulge here. Okay. So the Force, we know it came from some mystical place in the universe. At some point, it had to begin.
Yeah.
Where intelligent races gain this power.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the extended universe of Star Wars. I never read any of those books.
Yeah.
So that's where this is where I'm coming from. Mm-hmm. Rey, we don't know who her parents are, but what if the hidden meaning in The Force Awakens is that there's actually another awakening in the universe where people are regaining the Force without having a biological lineage to anyone else that had it. It could be the reason Finn can use the lightsaber with any proficiency in the fact that Rey is able to use the Force without any training.
Yeah.
Maybe the Force is literally being awakened in people that had no connection to it before.
I like that.
Think about how much more interesting the movies would be if it's not about people that were training their whole life, but people are just all of a sudden they have powers they don't quite understand. You could have stormtroopers. Excluding Finn, that
That was something. Okay, wait. I wanted to say something about that.
Finn being a stormtrooper.
Just that when Kylo Ren says he feels an awakening.
Yeah,
he's not talking about. They don't say who he's talking about, but it's perceived that he's talking about just her. But with that idea, he's talking about just in the
whole of the universe.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Because really, I guess so. What are the three main theories here about Rey's parents?
Well,
I was thinking
people think that she's a clone, which is what you said to me as well, right?
I don't think so. A clone of
oh, never mind.
Because isn't Jango Fett the only? That's the next thing I was going to talk about.
They think that Rey is like the first of like what Snoke is doing is trying to make clones or whatever. And maybe Luke Skywalker found that and then put Rey just away from everyone else so that the experiments would stop or something like that. Because they just imagine
so it's like a Boba Fett, like
exactly.
This is a clone, but he's raised separately without the same restrictions.
Yeah, but like imagine
and maybe
instead of
sleeper
Boba Fett being a
Jason
super
style
specimen for like soldiers, they just take the DNA of an existing Jedi and like make a clone off of that.
But which Jedis are left?
Well, it wouldn't be
Luke
a clone.
And a bunch of the ones that Luke was training, like, and then Kylo Ren could just offer it himself.
Who was he training?
Well, there was that one in the game.
They showed that big, like.
There was also that one in the game, which is canon. The Force. The game, the
video game, like Knights of the Old Republic or
no. The newer
Force
ones.
Unleashed.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
That guy was Darth Vader's lost apprentice.
Yeah.
And he's still.
So there are still some out there. Okay.
Well, anyway,
but that's extended.
I don't believe
know
this one. I just know that that's out there. I just know that that's out there. I doubt it's true because that'd just be lame. I think
maybe
it's possible.
It depends on how they write.
So and then obviously Rey could be. I think like Luke's
daughter
bastard.
That's what I thought.
I think that I know that.
Or they're both Han and Leia's.
That's what I thought when I went in, but
I don't think that now either.
I don't think that now because
Leia seems too obvious.
Leia would have had more of a reaction to like seeing Rey. Like, at the end
maybe
of the
they
film.
don't. Well, she would have known.
Yeah. But wouldn't Luke know if his daughter? Like, would he know immediately when his daughter shows up, even if he hasn't seen her?
He could probably feel like what the Force. He knew instantly that Leia
or maybe
was
he's
his
just never gonna tell her. Like, just because, like, I had this happen to me, and that fucking sent a schism through my back.
Guess what?
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's possible because all I know is the only reason I really think this is because Luke went into hiding, not just because all his Padawans died. Something he did something. Well, like he's feeling ashamed. Of something.
I always figured he got too powerful and he was worried he'd hurt people.
Yeah. So, well, Yoda did the same thing, and Obi-Wan did the same thing.
But Yoda did that because he felt extreme guilt, not just because. Like, we lost.
Well, we'll find out.
He felt responsible for something.
These questions will have answers.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to meet some more Yoda people?
People?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, what's Yoda's race?
Maz kind of looks like Yoda.
Thought that he was
Maz is supposed to be like 1,000 years old, too.
She's great.
That's what I mean. Like, it could be like the same.
The green with the
giant eye.
glasses.
Yeah. It's just she's got like the same skin texture and size.
Well, I always thought that Yoda kind of just was so old that he just started to look like that, kind of the same way that
that's a possibility too.
What from Lord of the Rings?
Or from Doctor Who, the guy the human that can never die becomes like huge face.
Oh yeah, no,
that's a spoiler for Doctor Who, but
what's his name? Yes, I know
the guy from Torchwood.
He's in the fucking tube like.
This is like what happens to humans if they live for 100,000 years.
Or like Palpatine.
Yeah, but
the Force made him that way. But maybe the Force can on the opposite spectrum.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe like extended exposure to the Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
But what happens to Palpatine is the dark side, and then Yoda's the light side. Yeah. Oh shit! We're blowing the lid off of this. Bitch!
So to summarize, before we get to the quiz, I guess Secretariat. What do you guys rate it?
I give it a Michael.
Not applicable.
Oh, I give it. I was going to say Drew. I thought it was pretty good.
I give it a Michael just because like it's not. There's parts where you're like, oh, this is pretty cool, but then to Drew's point, like you just there's never really the conflict is never so big to get your.
That's the thing. That's the problem I have with historical movies is like, yes, you know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And it's usually a created, like, characters within that, which didn't have Pearl Harbor style, romantic. That's what I expected, so I'm an asshole for not watching it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed looking up Secretariat, and now I have real facts.
Yeah.
Now you have knowledge to take to the
Force Awakens,
bank.
I'm going to rate that a Michael as well.
Really?
A Michael?
Oh, wait, a Drew.
I was like, what?
Whoa.
No, that's a Drew.
I give it a Drew minus.
I give it a high Drew.
Hi, Drew.
You know why? Because when I went to, first of all, like, going to see a movie...
And that's the other thing, I didn't see it in theaters.
Damn you for not seeing it in theaters.
Well, I couldn't.
I see.
I made a commitment to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we fucking watched all of them. And then, we started episode 1, and we were both like, I don't give a shit. So we didn't watch any of those.
I haven't seen episode
Which
1
I kept telling her,
years.
like, you don't fucking need to watch these.
Yeah,
and then we started, and she's like, I fucking don't care.
Yeah. me and my friends went to see it the Thursday night, actually. Not even the Friday night. We saw it somehow... the day before the day of release, whatever. Anyway, we got the best seats. We waited in line for maybe 5 minutes. We showed up and we were like really scared, like, oh shit, are we gonna get the worst seats ever?
Yeah.
And then when everyone started going in, fucking right in the aisle where like there's no other seats in front of you, there were just 5 seats right there, and we fucking grabbed them.
Perfect seats?
Yeah,
nice.
Perfect fucking seats. And
that's why I went with only one other person, because I thought it would improve our chances.
It would, saving seats for people and shit. Like, no, this is the Wild West in this bitch. It's on you.
Yeah, I mean, especially in a movie, you can't talk to each other. So
unless
who
you
cares?
Go with Andrew.
When did we go and see a movie? Besides
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Of course I was going to talk to that movie. That movie deserves to be talked through. I didn't talk through Space Odyssey.
Because you were sick.
So
I just wanted to make a note that says, just make...
Don't read this.
An all-droid / Ewok movie already. I will pay $50.
You realize that's what most people hate about the last Star Wars movie,
English.
I don't understand why people... My favorite part of Return of the Jedi is probably the Ewoks.
But you know why? It's because you didn't have the expectations for that movie. When people were waiting for the third movie to come out, and that's
cool. They're cool.
I know. I agree with you.
The Ewoks are cool as fuck.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just trying to phrase it in
I understand
their perspective.
I think that's the same thing about Batman vs Superman. Like, it wasn't what people wanted now, so everybody hates it. And I'm like, you're an idiot. Watch it in 10 years. You're gonna love this movie.
I would say if they made made it more clear that the Ewoks outnumbered the stormtroopers, like 50-1.
Yeah.
And the Ewoks were getting killed because
ants.
They only have spears.
There's only like
and bows
one
and arrows.
scene where like another Ewok's like sad at another Ewok.
Yeah, that was very.
I think
it's like 30 seconds.
It really touches you. You're like, oh,
because I love cute things and I love dogs and.
The way they did it too,
they're clearly dogs. They're bears. So
those are cats, man.
They're little bears.
No, they're little bears.
dogs.
Actually, they're little hairy pigs.
Oh, well, pigs are dogs. Absolutely.
So,
yes,
I think it's about time for the quiz.
Time for what? Time for what?
The quiz. All right.
Those are getting more succinct. Like, we're not spreading it out. We used to do that for like 5
So
minutes.
I got the quiz
it's
right.
Not funny anymore.
I know.
I got the quiz right last week.
Yes, you did.
Even though I swear I've never even heard of the Secretariat before last week.
I didn't know it was a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will almost. They were okay.
We brought you down to the wire.
Full disclosure. I did this as a bit. Right. This is the take, not watching it. But I almost did 2 other things. I almost watched Seabiscuit. And was going to be like,
that would have been Secretary.
And I almost watched The Secretary.
That would have been
pretty good movie.
Yeah, but I like this.
Movie,
I like this.
Yeah.
All right, so the film I've chosen for next week is set in and filmed at a National Historic Landmark that was designated so in 1986.
Night at the Museum.
Nope. So I guess the important thing to get is that this is filmed
on
and
location.
set. So in the exact
place.
which doesn't happen often. Okay.
And just in 1986 too. Is this about a court case?
You can't answer that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. Yep.
All right.
The main character has an obsession with classic rock.
What?
Almost Famous.
Nope.
I don't know. That's just weird to go off of right off the bat.
Oh,
That's the
that's
first
fine.
one that comes to mind.
The one of the other primary protagonists in this film has been quoted in real life saying, like the actor that portrays this person, "Before every sex scene, I say to the woman, I'm sorry if I get aroused, and I'm sorry if I don't." He said this on Inside the Actor's Studio.
What a thing to fucking say to a girl. I'm sorry if I get aroused, but I'm sorry if I don't.
I mean, that's
fucking
Yeah, he's a smooth operator.
Yeah.
You could say.
Is this
It has played one on film many times. So
is Kevin Spacey?
What year? You gonna give the year?
Actually, that's my next clue. It was released in 1996.
It's Jack Nicholson. Is this a Nicholson movie?
Nothing against Jack Nicholson, but I never pictured him as a smooth operator.
No,
Really?
not at all.
Are you kidding me?
It's a creepy,
I'm sure
gross
he's fine, but he's a
operator.
little bit weird.
No, he's a bit weird, but
He
that's
seems
the appeal.
like
That's
he definitely pays for prostitutes.
no.
Are you serious?
Now he does, but
right.
back in his prime.
I have to go to work, so you guys have to get this quiz right.
Jesus.
Well, all right.
Jesus. All right, the film contains 2 actors who worked together in a previous Hair Club selection.
2 actors.
One of them you may not notice, but one of them is a main character in both.
I have no idea.
Oh, is it
Oh.
Tigerland?
What?
Colin Farrell movie.
No. Tigerland.
He's like a it's an army movie.
I can almost guarantee that both of you have seen at least a part of this film, even if it was on cable TV. In particular, this movie was showing a lot at work on like AMC or Spike or something, and I would turn it on because I like watching bits and pieces of it.
Huh.
Damn.
Oh man.
The location that the film is set in and filmed in is one of the most notable bays in the U.S.
Is this Pearl Harbor?
Nope.
No.
Bad Boys.
It has
Bad Boys
something
2?
in particular with Bad Boys and
What year is this movie?
1996 and Pearl Harbor.
Oh God.
Armageddon.
No.
Landmark.
You're on the right track.
Landmark.
Heat.
The Rock.
Oh my God! Andrew got a Oh man!
Alcatraz.
This is the final episode of Hair Club.
Woo!
Wow!
Yay.
That was a barn burner.
Holy shit!
Michael Bay barn burner.
Episode 28. Andrew just got
Mark
his first quiz right. All right.
Let's give a round of applause.
Woo!
You did it.
Oh, The Rock.
I was afraid I was gonna like get it, and then he was gonna say it. I was like,
I was just listing Michael Bay movies.
So to clarify, Alcatraz is a National Historic Landmark and was filmed on location. Mm-hmm. Rock and Roll was Nicolas Cage's character is obsessed with the Beatles in Rock.
I haven't seen this. I've seen silently bits and pieces of this.
The two actors that work together both work together in Raising Arizona. William Forsythe, who plays one of the
John Goodman's
friend, and Nick Cage.
He was just in something I watched recently.
Yeah, he's still acting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
pretty prevalently. Cool.
That's awesome.
All right. Wow, I'm so proud of you.
I got it.
So it's the score now is Michael.
If you hadn't have told me that you watched it at work thing,
that was that was a big clue.
Yeah.
Michael has 7, I believe, if I'm right.
Yeah, I think so.
I have 9, and Andrew has 1.
Yeah.
In the fucking game.
Yeah.
All right.
Late bloomer, but hey, true to form.
Yeah, true to form. God damn, that felt good.
Feels good.
That felt good.
Right? Wow, I feel like I should give you some money or something.
Oh, wait, we should give Michael some money. Actually.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, well, this has been the Hair Club for Movies.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep.
Facebook's
not Facebook, because
I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, everything gets getting shuffled around now, and like the weird, non-linear timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks.
All right.
All right. It's the Hair Club for Andrew. Finally won a quiz.
You want a banana?
Hair Club for Andrew.
Actually, just the bananas.
Do you like the nuts of bananas?
No, throw them away every time.
There's spiders in there.
The little nut. Oh my god, don't tell me that.
That's true.
That's the kind of thing that gets you to not eat bananas ever again.